Need some help preparing answers for your next interview? Try using the S.T.A.R model. It is a model used to respond to behavioral-based interview questions. These are questions about how you handled certain work situations in the past. Employers often use behavioral questions to identify if you have the skills and experience needed to excel in the job. They are also a good indicator of how you'll perform in future work experiences. You can tell you are being asked a behavioral question when the interviewer starts with, "Tell me about a time," or "Can you give me an example?" Some examples of behavioral-based questions are, "Tell me about a time when you performed well under enormous pressure." "Can you give me an example of a difficult problem you solved at work? How did you go about reaching a solution?" "Tell me about a time when you had to develop a new skill." So how do you use the S.T.A.R model to answer a question? Let's break it down. S.T.A.R stands for Situation, Task, Action, and Result. First, you should introduce the situation to the employer, which provides context. Next, describe the task you had to complete, including the expectations and challenges it would involve. Then explain the actions you took, what you did, and how you did it. Finally, share the results, what the outcomes of your actions were, and what you accomplished. When you include all 4 steps in your answer, it provides a complete answer to the question. Let's walk through an example of how to answer a behavioral-based question using the S.T.A.R method. Tell me about a time when you made a mistake at work. How did you handle the situation? My boss asked me to send out a mass email to all employees in our company. We don't send mass emails to our employees very often, so when they do receive one, they know it's important. In the email, there was a reference to some yearly information that they would read more about in an included attachment. It was my responsibility to draft the email and make sure everything that needed to be communicated was included. Then I would send it out to all the employees. I drafted the email and sent it to several coworkers to review for content and errors. Once I received all my coworkers' feedback, I updated the email and read it over several times myself to make sure it was clear and concise. I also asked my boss to review it and she was comfortable with it. When I thought it was ready, I sent it out as a mass email to all company employees. In my excitement to complete the assignment, I forgot to include the attachment. When I realized I had forgotten to include the attachment, I quickly informed my boss and promptly sent a follow-up email which included the attachment. Everyone received the important information, and the attachment was sent within 5 minutes of the original email. My boss appreciated that I let her know about the mistake right away, and it turned out I was more upset about it than she was. From this experience, I learned that it is helpful to create a checklist before sending out a mass email, so I don't forget attachments in the future. I also have adopted the use of checklists in other responsibilities so I can prevent as many mistakes as possible. Since that time, I have used my checklist whenever sending out mass emails and have remained error-free. Why is it a good idea to use this model? Because it helps you put together a complete answer that highlights your skills and performance, and helps the interviewer determine if you are a good fit for the position. Try implementing the S.T.A.R model the next time you need to prepare answers for interview questions. A helpful tip is to write down a list of skills or experiences required for the position. You can find those in the job posting or similar job postings. Then think of specific examples of when you displayed those skills. Write the examples down and label each portion using S.T.A.R. Labeling all elements of S.T.A.R will help you recognize when you have to put together a complete answer that demonstrates your skills and experience. Good luck with your interview.